Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Cammy and Karen Go Keto on our YouTube channel, which is talking about our transition into a low carb keto lifestyle, carnivore. Karen's looking a little more at that than I am at this time. And today is a somber day. Today is the 2-year anniversary of Karen's sweet, sweet husband, Tim's death. He went through a difficult time with 9 weeks of end-stage colon cancer, and it was very, very tough. And it was hard for me to see my friend go through such a difficult thing, which she did with flying colors and so much courage and bravery. So I don't know, Karen, my heart goes out to you today. I'm so glad I get to see you on our channel and mwah, give you a big kiss and a big hug. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
So today it is the second anniversary, and the first anniversary I was kind of, more or less numb, right? It had gone through a year of anniversaries and without him. And this second year, Tim's ordeal with cancer was only 9 weeks. He went from being symptom free to death in 9 weeks. And 90% of that, I think, or 80, at least 80% of that was in the hospital. So we were in and out of the hospital, and it was a roller coaster. And it was one of the things that kind of it definitely triggered my Diet Coke, um, the Diet Coke thing I had going on, because when I was at the hospital, which was I was at the hospital every day and then 24/7 at the last 3 weeks because he had severe confusion. So I was down there just drinking caffeine and, getting Diet Cokes, probably drinking 3 or so a
And
day.
weren't you drinking the malts too, going to and from there?
No, no, the malts came with my mom when my mom went into the hospital with her
Oh,
stroke. Yeah, so, but I think that was an echo, right? It's like I found relief there. I found comfort there. And, I lost some weight, I think, right after he died, or right when while he was in the hospital, because I wasn't eating as much. And then his mom got sick and got better, and then my mom had, a couple of strokes, and the last stroke she had was the one that sent me into the chocolate malt uh, phase, that I was drinking one every single day because I was in the hospital visiting her every day. She wasn't in the hospital for very long, like, oh, maybe a week, but I kept the malt thing up, the malt addiction, because it was so sweet. And I finally cut that out. That I cut that out a few months ago. But the Diet Coke comes back and forth. And today, I decided to devote the day to Tim's toys, because Tim left me 5 storage lockers full of vintage toys that I'm selling. That was his big thing. Like, don't lose the toys. Don't make sure you pay the bills on the storage locker, because I want you to sell the toys. They're worth a lot. Um, and it's been fun. That's also been, it's a labor of love, his legacy, and it is, I'm falling in love with a little too many toys. I got to tell you, you can't keep them all. So, um, anyway, today I spent time in the storage locker getting it organized, and I found a bag of money and a bag of change. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take the change to the bank and see what it turns out to be. So it was $44. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to Cooper's Hawk. It's as if, it was just pennies from heaven, literally. And when I got there, I was going to order a Diet Coke with a lime, because I like their Diet Coke. I like my Diet Coke with a lime. And it's, sort of, I'm not drinking Diet Coke so much out anywhere else. So it's like, I'm going to splurge. And then I thought, no, but the Diet Coke makes you feel like crap. Don't do it.
mm.
So I ordered an unsweetened iced tea with lemon, and it was their iced tea is actually really, really good. So I'm really glad I did that. And I was going to order what I normally order, which is their homemade gnocchi carbonara, which is in a nice cream sauce with some chicken. It's a really delicious dish if you eat carbs, but it is so carb loaded, right? It is definitely a comfort food, carb loading, typical
Oh,
Italian
mm.
dish. And I said, no, I'm going to eat the meat. But the steak was $44.99. It's like, that's my whole $44 right there. So instead, I got the prime rib sandwich, and I am so glad that I did because that is now a new favorite. It is so much better than the gnocchi. Didn't fill me up, and it was so tender and tasty, perfectly seasoned. And it's a sandwich, but I didn't eat the bread. I order a lot of sandwiches with the bread. I do that at like Jimmy John's and stuff because I like all the way they put the vinegar and the oils and the seasonings, or however, like in this case, they put an aioli on the bread. And so it gets on the meat that you're eating. So then I just take it out and either eat it with a knife or fork, or if I'm eating a Jimmy John's or something in my car, then I just roll it up and eat it with my fingers as a giant roll up. Um, but that was and then I asked for the dessert menu, or she asked if she could bring it to me, and I said yes, she could, which of course, anybody who's doing a keto lifestyle, no, you say no to dessert. When they say, do you want the dessert menu? You say no. And in fact, maybe say, no, I'm doing a keto lifestyle. But I didn't. I said yes. But then I looked it all over and I said, no, I'm up to something bigger than that. I don't want to be heavier. I want to be lighter. And I just spent 3 hours in the storage locker moving stuff around. And I can tell you, it would have been better if I'd been 10 pounds lighter doing it. So that's where I am. I did a lot of wins today. It made for a fun day. You know, it's fun when you have the temptations and you say no.
Yes, the success of that, basking in that. And
Yes.
you did your short on it too, right?
And I did my short of pushing away. In fact, maybe that's what made me really do it. Like, oh, I'm going to do a short of me pushing the dessert menu away. Well,
Yes.
once you've made that commitment, I can't go back and take it and order dessert and eat dessert, right?
Well, I suppose you could, but then, there's no integrity with that and,
So,
worldwide inauthenticity.
yeah. So that was how my day has gone. And I've been listening to a couple, YouTube has some great people. And I'm sorry, you guys, we got to get a list of the people that we listen to or watch on YouTube, because I was listening to a woman today on Dr. Sean Baker. He's fantastic. He's a carnivore and his channel is very enjoyable. And she had psoriasis that went away after going to a keto/carnivore lifestyle. And it's just very uplifting and moving. And I think if you listen to one, even you don't even have to listen to the whole thing, because sometimes they're an hour long, some of these people. But you can listen to a 15-minute thing just to pep you up every morning and give you the boost that you need to stay on plan.
Amen. Amen. I'm so glad to hear of your wins.
So, Cammy, you have a big win for the week too. So tell everybody about the big win that you have.
Okay, so today is Saturday, and yesterday I went to weigh in with Jeff Cotterman, who's my nutrition fitness coach, and I lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks, and so that really made me feel good because the week before, the weigh-in before, I had not done well. I think I had gained 4 pounds or something, but I was just very pleased because I've been eating more on plan. I did have a binge. I put a poster up on my wall that tells me about my binge. And so my last binge was March 27th, and this is April 13th. So a little over 2 weeks. So really working, on going to 30 days for that. No sugar, no flour, minimizing caffeine, and no binge. And then I have on my calendar OP for off-plan eating. And
You do
so
realize that OP could stand for on plan as well.
yeah. But then I would have to write it so many days, right? Because I'm on plan so many days. So I kind of am lazy, but yeah, so that was really made me feel good. And then I thought, well, I can go out and celebrate, right? I can go get something that I crave or something that comforts or soothes me to celebrate. And very quickly, I just decided, no, I'm not going to do that. And, in the past, we had talked about some of my binges will happen after I weigh in. And so that's something that seems to not be going on. So I'm really, really excited about that. So
Yeah.
yes.
All right. Great. That's fantastic. Especially because you didn't really share just now in this video that you struggled during the last 2 weeks. You had a couple of off plan days and you were struggling thinking projecting that you would have gained weight and to have lost 5 pounds, and your body fat percentage that went down considerably.
Yeah, I don't have my graph with me. I'll have to show you guys my graph because it goes like down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. It's a very consistent graph since I've been with Jeff. It's yeah, so I weigh in with him again. It's not going to be 3 weeks because I'll be out with Karen in Chicago in 2 weeks, so it's going to be 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. So we'll be hopeful and excited about that.
Yeah, well, you always do really well on your plan when you're with me.
I do. We're good
Oh,
together.
we are, and I do well too.
We both do well.
All right, everybody. So Cammy is coming. We are going to go to the Chicago Toy Show, which is at the Kane County Fairgrounds. It's not technically in Chicago, for the first time because I usually sell Tim's toys on eBay, and I am going to sell them at a toy show. And Cammy graciously decided to come and help me with that, so that I can not be the only person in my booth. And we're going to have a lot of fun putting it all together. And I'll hopefully share a link to my other YouTube channel, and you'll see us there because it's going to be about it's called Toys from T-Bear, and I haven't posted anything there yet, but we are going to be posting definitely April 23rd through 28th, which is the toy show when Cammy's here getting ready for the toy show, and we want to put some videos up for that. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay, sounds great. It's going to be fun, an adventure.
Yeah, it is. All right, everybody. Thanks
Take
for following
care.
us. We love you.
Subscribe and comment.
Bye.
Bye.